welcome back to Sunny Malaysia. We're gonna do a light series tarot reading. See what's up. Five of Cups, Page of Cups, emotions. I feel like we're in this season collectively. Well, there's a lot of like breadth happening right now. Like there's different levels to what's happening here on the planet. Country-wise, like it matters what country you're in, what people are facing, and also, untangible, unseeable, spiritual-wise, right? We are in a spiritual war. We have been. But, every day there's more and more people awakening to the truth. So we're in this constant, shift, but also I'm getting like a cauldron, like when people add ingredients and then you have to stir it up. Like that's what we're experiencing at like a global level. More and more people are waking up to the truth. More and more people are understanding what is all going into what we're experiencing, this global tyranny and fascism. And coming out of coming into consciousness, coming out of the illusion. We have the Star. We have the Six of Pentacles, and then we have the Four of Wands and Temperance, both in reverse. So Four of Wands is like a steady foundation, and Temperance is balance, like discipline, balance. So with the steady foundation and discipline and balance coming out in reverse, it's very much giving what I just said, that it feels like as more and more people awaken, there's like a kickback of others who either plateau or who just step into their ignorance and apathy, just decide to turn away, right? So we're in this space. So with the star energy, she's harnessing her light source energy from the stars. The star talks about, the star, a lot of people equal the star with like fame, fortune, but I think right now what we're witnessing because of humanity waking up, there's saying that the first will be, or the last will be first and the first will be last. I don't know where that saying came from. I don't know if it's in the Bible or not, but a lot of Bible thumpers use it to, harness complacency. But what I'm getting from that is there's this, like, celebrity culture is dying. And there's this really, really, really big push, and I've been saying this for a few years, that like the powers that be are really targeting millennials and they're nostalgic, and they really kick that up this year. But I've been saying that ever since that Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Snoop Super Bowl show. It's been very obvious to me that there's this huge push for millennials to stay complacent and asleep. My favorite band, Blink-182, is participating in this While We Were Young festival this year, and it's kind of the thing. It's like all of the bands we grew up with are all of a sudden touring. Like All American Rejects just did this home yard tour. Like they were like touring all over the United States, and like all of that is really pushing at millennials in particular, and that's because millennials are having children right now. Like all this Harry Potter stuff that I shared with you guys, like we didn't have that, but like they're making it for our kids so that they can keep our kids within the indoctrination, right? And so it's important to think about that. I mean, especially if you are a parent, pay attention to the ways in which you and your child are being targeted for complacency. And those are some examples of that. We have the Six of Pentacles. Balance within material is very much giving as above, so below, 3 and 3. Energy. So, I don't know. I mean, in the material, there's an infinity symbol behind those coins. Behind those. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just being stuck in the matrix, right? Because the matrix is essentially the material in this time. I'm not really talking about nature because this society doesn't run on nature, it abuses nature. But nature is the way to get back into balance, right? With this out of balance temperance. Yeah, 5 of Cups, which we already saw once when I was looking at the cards before shuffling. 5 of Cups very much speaks to all of these spilled cups, sorrow, despair, lack and victim mentality, which again can be harnessed through nostalgia. I have a hair on my face. I don't know how much longer I have. One of the cats snuck into the bedroom, so they're probably waking Nile up. Let's try and get 5 more cards. Just give me the cards and then we'll do the breakthrough. Or the breakdown. Both. Today's affirmation: I attract the life I desire. I have this entire packet of affirmations, so we're gonna be doing these for a while. 1, 2. Damn. There's a lot of heavy energy. Which there should be, because look at the fucking world around us, right? We have the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Hermit, and the Chariot. And last, we have the last card. Only one. Bitches. I knew it. Oh my god, the spiders that I've been having to kill in my house. They're huge. 8 of Wands in reverse, which is interesting. Okay. So, oh, yeah, that is in reverse. Okay. So, Wands are, where's my cheat sheet? Cheat sheet. Wands are what? Fire energy? The fuck? Sorry, friends. I'm very chaotic right now. Please hold. Okay. Wands are fire energy, which is your spiritual. And so what I said about being in a spiritual war, so 10 of Wands speaks to struggle. It speaks to, like in the traditional tarot, the 10 of Wands is this person holding up like all of these wands, like having to carry a lot on their shoulders. In this deck, it's kind of the same, but it's like walking away from that. Like this is the human isn't the one being bombarded with the weight of this. It's the, what is it, a bull? Taurus could be significant just because they're represented by the bull, but I don't know. Taurus is also an earth energy and very much about material goods. I know my family, my closest oppressors were Taurus, so it is what it is. But either way, walking away from whatever is bringing you this feeling. What we have next is the 8 of Swords, your self-imposed bondage, really releasing yourself from your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual imprisonment, whatever that is for you, whether that's your, celebrity worshiping, whether that's your need for the latest and greatest product, whether that's, I feel like it has to do with something within the confines of the matrix or the material realm. Again, swords are your spiritual energy, fire energy. How do you feel? So if you're feeling tied up inside, if you're feeling like you're not able to express yourself, if you feel unsupported, if you feel grief or pain, if, like all of the shadow work, whatever you're feeling, when you look into a mirror, when you also go out in society, you probably mirror back to others with your attitude, your behaviors, that feeling. So what these cards are saying is Hermit, which is a Virgo energy, to take time away. Don't be afraid to really work on yourself, right? They're in this, like up on a fucking mountain, right? Just taking it all in. A load. Going through the dark night of the soul, if you will. And that's coming out, the Hermit is coming out directly under the Four of Wands. So it's like the Four of Wands came out in reverse, which was again giving that unstable foundation. And perhaps the stable foundation needs, I mean, I already know this, we talk about this all the time, but having a stable foundation within yourself takes you to acknowledge your own darkness, right? Because if we just rely on us to focus on everything we've lost, this victim mentality with this Five of Cups energy, Cups is emotional energy. If you stay in this place of victimhood or lack, you're going to just be this, like, I'm getting Tasmanian Devil. I don't know if anyone's ever watched Looney Tunes, but like, you're gonna keep yourself in this dark cycle of chaos, right? Which is again very much giving this. Whatever burdens you want to continue carrying forward, it's always going to affect your foundation and your balance. With this Temperance card, it came out reversed, but I want you to really look at this picture. This is the balancing of light and dark. So again, this reading is about finding balance within your own journey. Now this part is very interesting because these are the two fastest cards of the tarot, which is the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, but the Eight of Wands is in reverse. Wands, again, this is the fire energy. Chariot is a major arcana, so it's like after the Hermit, maybe you feel like rushing in, and again there's this constant balance of light and dark in these visuals. Like there's this recognition of who you really are, but perhaps at a spiritual, we're being very much cautioned to not allow us to believe that we can fake this journey. I think that's what this is giving. Because like the Eight of Wands and the Chariot, like I said, the two fastest cards in the tarot, but the Eight of Wands is in reverse. Let's pull a couple more. I think the babe is awake yet. Ooh, we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So whatever it is that you want to create here on the earth plane, it doesn't have to be humans. I would recommend projects, but anyway, humans are not projects, but anyway, whatever it is that you want to create, whatever artistry it is that you do, and I mean, I believe we're all artists in some degree. I think that the arts are fully encompassing. But anyway, the Eight of Wands, I feel like this is because it's a spiritual okay, so what I said earlier about the the Ten of Wands, when we were talking about how like this bowl was in this material energy was very weighed down. I feel like with the Eight of Wands in reverse, you're being asked to kind of release what doesn't serve you in this realm for your spiritual. So like whatever facades, whatever material facades you've kind of hidden behind, whether it's clothes, work, job, car, you know, whatever ranking you were trying to do to like parallel yourself to celebrity culture, again, the last will be first and the first will be last is this moment that we're in as people continue to cycle into awakening. you realize what's really important. You realize that what's important is who you are, how you present yourself emotionally and mentally and spiritually, more than, what Nikes you have, right? And that's part of the spiritual awakening. So I feel like maybe after this hermit period and this chariot, you're maybe ready, you feel ready to move forward. But with this Eight of Wands in reverse, this is the first card in this row, and then this is the last. It feels like you could be taking 2 steps backwards instead. So just make sure that you don't move forward too quickly. You're not doing this to impress anybody. Your relationship to yourself and to the world around you is very much also your relationship to whatever it is you believe. There's different words for that, different doctrines for that, but ultimately your relationship to whatever it is you believe in is what's going to support you in moving forward. So don't let yourself get fucked out of that spot, out of your own salvation, I guess. Salvation's a very religious word, but I think that makes sense here. Anything else? Anything else? I don't think we have anything else. The world. The world. So you are the world, right? The first card of this spread was the Star, where she's harnessing that light source energy. And then you have this whole process to go through. And ultimately you want to stay the center of your own world. Not in an egotistical way, not like a my way or the highway, but in the sense of I'm worthy just how I am, right? Like look how free she looks versus all of this baggage, right? So I'm not saying like, sell everything you have, hop on a train across country or whatever. I'm not saying that. I mean, if that's your journey, that's your journey. I know a train hopper. His name is Jack. I met him here in town. But the chances of you hopping on a train and meeting Jack are very slim, and I wouldn't do that. But anyway, I am saying, at this point in time, maybe release what you feel like you don't need. People, behaviors, habits, friendships, relationships, family relationships, stuff too, right? I've been in a purging process the past few years. I've gotten rid of so many old clothes, and then I always go through these cycles. I get rid of stuff, I donate it, and then I replace my wardrobe. But like, different seasons call for different things, and so if you're not using something or doing something or needing it, pass it on, right? Especially in these times, maybe start collecting some things in your house that you don't need, and maybe start like a free thing in your neighborhood, like some sort of mutual aid. Set up a table, write a piece of cardboard sign saying free, and it will probably encourage others to do the same. Maybe you and your neighbors could come up with like, Friday free stuff or something. I don't fucking know. We have the Six of Cups here, which talks about our emotions through life, our recognition of process of our own life, right? Our growth, and this whole process. And so we have the Five of Cups and then the Six of Cups, which is a progression. The Five of Cups is very much victim mentality, lack, despair, where the Six of Cups is more of an energy of gratitude, of understanding the cyclical nature of life and allowing us to celebrate that regardless of sadness, right? Because this companionship with the puppy and the dog, thinking about all of those good times, right? Anything else? feel like there's one more message. We'll see. You know this band. Why do you keep playing them? Spiders in my house have been huge lately. I'm displeased. Anything else? Scare me. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. Let's just get like an affirmation or two. So, you know, no matter where you are in your process, just allow it, right? It's a process. Repeat that to yourself when you're starting to feel down or imbalanced. It's a process. Some days are harder than others. It's part of the process. It's how you choose to move in those hard days that really, really make your character who you are. You know? If you're gonna shit on everyone around you, or if you're gonna continue to hold that space within you that has nothing to do with the people around you, right? And allow yourself to do so. You have stronger than yesterday. You are enough. Live your dream with passion. You must be present to win. Challenge yourself. Be you bravely. Become your best you. Cultivate kindness. Keep life simple. You can't see this. Stronger than yesterday. Challenge yourself. Today is a new day. So we got stronger than yesterday twice. So what did I just say? About, you know, allowing yourself that space. A new beginning. The best is yet to come. Alright. Good luck. There's plenty of resources over here on my channel, and there's like billions of other people in the planet doing work as well. If you are just beginning your spiritual awakening, I've put a lot of resources to help you. So go check those out if you feel so called. But whatever you do, don't let yourself slip into a victim mentality, because it's just gonna keep you. It's gonna keep you in this energy a lot longer. So really step into your warrior survivor energy, regardless of what you've been through. Okay? Have a good one.